Hello, my name is Noah, and today I am making a video about how to cope with being a transgender man while having unsupportive parents or just being closeted. So my number one point, or my first point, would be how to subtly live the way you want to, even if you're in a very unsupportive household or you're closeted. So one of the first tips I have is to just slowly dress however the hell you want. Cut out skirts, dresses if you feel uncomfortable in those. A lot of us will be pressured to wear more feminine clothing, especially if you're like in a more traditional household, maybe a religious household where you want to go to church, and honestly, you might just have to push through that uncomfortableness sometimes. It's just life. If you're uncomfortable with coming out and letting people know you are going to live a certain way, sometimes you may just have to sacrifice that and be uncomfortable. But in your normal day-to-day life, your parents may be unsupportive of how you're dressing, but at the end of the day, it's your fucking body and you can dress however the hell you want. So my first suggestion is to dress more masculine, however comfortable you want to be. Dress in what you want. People might get the hint if you start dressing strictly masculine and you've only ever worn dresses in your life. I don't know, but I definitely highly recommend just dressing however you want. I do have a few tips on how to pass better and even hide your chest better. My first tip for that is if you're wearing a thin shirt like this t-shirt. I'm gonna expose myself here. I don't have much for breasts, but I certainly have them still. I don't give a fuck anymore these days. I want them removed, but it's life. No money. But anyway, boobies. Something very, very simple to help cover them is a button-up of any sort. Just a button-up, a flannel, something that goes over. And the biggest way to hide your chest with this, obviously this is oversized, but this flannel is really thin. And something simple, just having it unbuttoned and hanging down across your chest. A little bit, like right over the nipples. It really hides everything. Like, nobody can tell you have a chest from the side. Nobody can tell you have a chest from the front. Biggest recommendation is to wear a button-up, just open. Just like this, just over your chest. Another thing I recommend, if you have longer hair and you want short hair, but your family or parents won't let you have that, beanies or any sort of hat. Beanies work best for this, but I haven't really done this in a while, but to hide up some of your hair. Can be as simple as a beanie. Obviously, it's not perfect, but you can put more effort into this, and guess what? You look like you've got short hair now. Another tip. Honestly, we don't all have money for this, but just getting a little bit more style. Not just wearing any boring masculine clothes, but having a little bit of style will really make you feel better. Maybe make your household or parents or peers not notice as much. They just think you're changing your style and you're just got a cool style, you know? So number 2 on this list, to help cope with unsupportive parents or being in the closet, but you still want to transition, another tip I have is voice training. If you can't get on testosterone, but you want a lower voice, there's absolutely ways to train your voice to get it deeper. I haven't done this in years because I just got on testosterone pretty young, but one of the main ways to train your voice, and I'm going to sound ridiculous, but I'm going to show you how. Take this off because I'm hot, but I'm just going to do it. I don't even know how to verbally explain how to do it, so I'm just going to do it. This is the main way I would train my voice, and it was absolutely effective in making it deeper. So, if you're a singer, general voice exercises will help loosen up your vocal cords, loosen up everything, and make this whole process easier. So doing things like, I don't know how to explain it again, but like things like that. Going as low as you can to as high as you can. We're going brrr, will loosen up your vocal cords, make the next process or the next step easier. So this is my voice before I do any of the training, and now I'm going to do the wacky training that makes your voice deepen. So what you want to do is go as deep as you can, go and hold that. Hold the as low as you can go. And then do this. Looks nuts. Hold your head back as far as you can go while holding that deep note. I can already tell my voice is a little bit deeper from that. I don't know if you can. Let's do it one more time. And you don't want to abuse this. It will damage your vocal cords to abuse any sort of training, mostly. But doing this maybe 3-4 times a week, you'll be fine. Even daily, you'd probably be fine. Let's do it one more time. And here's my voice again, and it does sound a little bit deeper. I don't know if you can tell, I just hear my voice all day, every day, but if you do that and you hold it for like 30 seconds, you will see huge results. I just don't want to sit on camera and do that for, 5 minutes. So anyway, that's a really helpful way to get your voice deeper, generally being more mindful about your voice. You can just naturally talk a little bit deeper, like I'm doing right now, or like I'm attempting to do right now. Just being more mindful about it and being less flamboyant, just training yourself to have that more masculine cis talk. If that makes you feel more comfortable, do it. I did that a lot in the beginning of my transition before I could do any testosterone, and it helped me. It made me feel a lot better. Let's see. My third tip isn't really a tip. It's just living as a man while closeted. Might be tricky. If you already have short hair, if you've already been showing signs of just being trans, if you've always been a little bit more masculine, you probably have a head start at easily living as a man while closeted. But for a lot of us, we started out dressing feminine, or our parents just made us dress feminine or whatever. And so that transition can be a little bit harder. I think very subtly, slowly changing your wardrobe is the way to go if you don't want people to notice. I don't know, maybe once a week, add a more masculine outfit to your day, and then in a couple of weeks, you'll just always be wearing what you want to wear, and hopefully nobody even blinks twice. Number 4, a huge important thing to me is if you're going to be closeted, if you're going to be alone, nobody knows you're trans, finding support is important. Finding support online or even in person if you're old enough. Obviously, finding support in person will be much more risky of people exposing you to your family, but there is support groups almost everywhere in the world, well, in America. There are support groups almost everywhere in the United States, somewhere. Hopefully. I hope for you that there could be a support group near you. But if you can't find a support group in person, online, they are everywhere. You can, really easy to find support online. I recommend going to even YouTube, looking at any transgender person's content. You will find a lot of younger transgender people in that comment section. Reach out, offer them your Instagram, Of course, that also is a huge risk of getting haters if you're going to just be giving out your Instagram or whatever in a comment section on a trans video. You could be getting haters coming to your account. But that's one way I had found support. Even just going on Instagram or any social media, and you can find your way. You can absolutely find your way. And there's always trans people out there looking for other trans people to support and be friends with. So I recommend that. And number 5 is loving yourself. It's just learning to truly love yourself and not changing yourself for anybody except you, and accepting your flaws and accepting your body. And God, it's a hard one. It's not easy to accept your body. It took me so many years to be comfortable with my breasts the way I am today. I still want top surgery. It will make me happier. It will make me more comfortable. But I can live with my breasts now. I can live with them. If I have to, I will. It's not going to end in suicide, which is how I used to feel when I was younger. But loving yourself, accepting your body, it's huge. It's huge. It's extremely important. I recommend therapists and, again, other people's support. And positive self-talk is huge. Learning to cut these behaviors of the negative self-talk, whether it's about yourself or your body or a body part, learning to stop that negative talk. And, you're setting yourself up to dislike or hate yourself, and learning to stop that behavior is extremely helpful. All I used to do was shit on myself and talk about how much I disliked myself, and that got damaging, extremely damaging. And once I learned how to stop talking down on myself and stop reacting to positive things with, but I'm ugly, or I hate myself, or I'm awful, or I don't deserve this, learning, even if you still feel that way, learning to not acknowledge and accept that you feel that way, learning to combat that and no, I love myself and I am enough and I do accept this. It's huge, very helpful. Overall, you'll just be happier in general, in my opinion. And here's some more tips just about passing in general, or just trying to live more authentically as a man while you're still closeted. A big thing can be body language. If you've got feminine body language because you were raised as a female, it happens. Learning to maybe change your body language might make you feel more comfortable, might eventually make you pass more. Not that that really matters, but if it's important to you, then it's important. Body language is a huge thing. Learning to walk and stand more confidently will just make you appear more masculine. It just does. Learning to have better posture, straighter back, will widen your shoulders. It will make you broader. And overall confidence just typically screams masculinity to a degree. I mean, in my opinion. I don't know. Another big thing was the voice training. That will really help you pass, especially if you can't start testosterone. That's a really good thing to do if you are uncomfortable with your voice. And dressing a certain way, obviously, that's going to help you out a lot with passing. I recommend no crazy colors, avoid makeup, But, of course, you should dress however the hell you want and whatever the hell you want. You can wear dresses, you can wear skirts, and you're still a man, or you're still whatever you are. Doesn't matter. But to make yourself possibly more comfortable, dressing in more masculine clothes is the way. Maybe. And that's about all I can think of right now for tips. I could probably make a more in-depth video when my brain is working a little bit better, but I think this is the best I got for now. So, the biggest thing I support on this list is loving yourself. It's self-acceptance, self-love is a huge part in transitioning. It is. A lot of us don't have the best self-esteem. I remember absolutely hating myself, and maybe I'm just biased, but learning to accept myself and love my body regardless of the things I disliked about it just made me a billion times more comfortable in everything. In everything I do, I am more comfortable and I am more confident because I learned to stop that self-negative talk, to stop simplifying things, to stop being negative towards myself. Learn to Have positive language towards yourself. It's huge. Even if you don't believe in the things you're saying, the positive things, fake it till you make it, and you will make it. I promise you. But anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Find support, you know? I don't have very many views or subscribers, but even in this comment section, feel free to comment and connect with other trans people. The worst thing you can be right now is alone, and you just need that love and support. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video was helpful in any way. Bye-bye.